Hey guys, Skittlerampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So today we're going over 30 plus new anime Funko Pops expected in January 2026. Now I am going to be sharing over some lists from the Scarlet Joker, so thank you to them. And keep in mind, nothing is official until Funko does announce it, so anything can be changed, canceled, or delayed. But I'll keep you guys updated as much as I can. With that being said though, before we get started and jump into everything, I do want to ask the question of the day, which is, what is an anime that you would love to see in 2026 that Funko hasn't made just yet? There's tons of anime choices out there. It's the holiday season and I'm sure you're looking for last minute gifts, and don't worry, Whatnot has you covered. Whatnot is a great app and website to pick up all kinds of cool things, whether it's clothing, collectibles, shoes, video games, and more. They have a category for almost everything. I also want to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing a quick pop-up show over on the Whatnot app this coming Sunday, the 21st, around 12 p.m. EST. And I'll have some giveaways, some pops to sell, as well as we're just going to hang out and have some fun. Now, you shouldn't waste any more time here. Make sure you get to shopping over on the Whatnot app. Use my sign-up link down below to get a free $15 off your first purchase. I actually think I'm going to start out at Jujutsu Kaisen here. So for JJK, we're actually getting JJK Zero, the movie Funko Pops, and these are going to include Yuta as well as Rika. Now, I do believe we're expected to get some exclusives too, so maybe we'll see another exclusive Yuta, maybe we'll see Rika in the curse form. What's interesting though is that this just says Rika, it doesn't say like Curse Spirit or whatever. So it feels like this is going to be a human Rika and a human Yuta, like individual pops. Or it could be the Curse version. We don't know, but I believe it's going to be the human version. That aside though, I'm very excited. It is so long overdue for Yuta. They genuinely could have done him from the anime. He was spotted multiple times, obviously most notably too, at the end of season 2 with Shibuya, also in the Execution movie. So there is a few different areas that they could pull him from, but I guess they were waiting for the JJK Zero movie. I just feel it's long overdue for this character because he is awesome. I'm very curious to see how they do it. Hopefully they kind of pose him. Either way though, for JJK fans, I think this is about it for Jujutsu Kaisen for a little bit. I'm sure we'll get more pops in the future, but I think this is a good start to the year with this line. Oh, actually, one more thought on the JJK line. We could technically get an actual Gato from this. Well, actually, I guess we technically have the one with the rainbow dragon, but I'm talking about like in his like, I don't even know what that, like kimono outfit, is that what that's called? What he's wearing, we could actually get a legitimate version of that. Okay, moving on, we're actually getting more JoJo's pops. So Funko's been kind of speed running the JoJo's line, as you can see, because we already have, what, 3 pops, I think, so far. This does include Jonathan Joestar, Joseph Joestar, and Cars. And I believe we're also expected to see some exclusives in the JoJo's line soon too, which is going to be a lot of fun. I really like that they're going heavy on JoJo's within like a short amount of time. I think that's great. Obviously, JoJo's has a big fan base. I'm not really sure how the like Jotaro pop we got, as well as Dio and older Joseph Joestar. I do think younger Joseph will probably sell better than the older one. That aside though, let me know how you guys are feeling about the JoJo's pops and the designs so far. I know a lot of people still want them with their stands, so here's hoping Funko does something cool in the future. I think they really could make some cool deluxes or pop premiums with the stands. Next up for solo leveling fans, we have Wave 2 here. Wave 1 was rather big, I will say, especially with all the exclusives they did. So we're only on Wave 2, which is pretty crazy. But this includes Beck here. We also have Choi Jung, then Go Gun Hee, Woo Jinchul, as well as a deluxe of Sung Jinu versus the Cerberus. I'm very curious to see how they fit that in that deluxe. So I'm curious how these like kind of 2 character things are gonna fit. Have they done that before and I'm just not thinking about it? I feel like they might have done it and I just cannot think of an example. So if I'm missing something, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, it's looking like a pretty good solo leveling wave. They're doing a lot of new characters here. I think almost everyone is a new character other than Jinu, but he's in a deluxe with Cerberus, like fighting, so I mean, that's practically new in itself. So overall, they're doing really well with the solo leveling line so far. I mean, maybe outside of like Tusk and like the Ellie Sung Jinu, that a lot of people were pretty upset about those drops. The pops were cool, but like a lot of people were upset about how those Ellie drops went. And who knows, we'll probably get more Ellie solo leveling pops in the future too, which is going to be crazy. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this new solo leveling set here. I think I'll probably pass on all of these. I decided against picking up the set. I do like the anime and I enjoy watching it, just kind of as like a fun watch and all that, but I didn't really have too much interest in the pop. I think if anything, like which ones I grab, it would be Igris as well as that Ellie Sung Jinu. But other than that, I think I'm going to pass on the wave, unless they make a really cool Beru. then maybe I'll pick up a, you know, Genu and a Barrow. And I'll just keep the set small. Either way, let me know if you're excited for this new wave. Next up, we have One Piece here. So we actually have 3 different sets of One Piece, funny enough. So this actually includes One Piece live action, and this will have Luffy, Nami, Sanji, Usopp, and Zoro. We're also gonna be getting a flocked Chopper. Personally, I never really got into the live action One Piece. Like, I tried watching it, and I couldn't do it. Personally, I just prefer the anime or the manga. But what I'm worried about, though, is that the merch so far for the majority has looked really bad on a lot of the figures. Like, a lot from the live action. And I don't know if it's just because it's hard to translate, like, an actual person into that toy with, like, mixed in with that character or what. But, I mean, you can just look at some of the figure arts here. For example, like Luffy, Nami, and Zoro here. Like, these look really rough, especially Nami's. Like, I remember so many people making fun of Nami's. These did not turn out good by any means, and I think that's why they didn't sell as well. So I won't lie, I am a little worried as to how these Funko Pops are gonna turn out from the live action set. I just feel like most of the merch has been butchered. Now, another new One Piece set we're expected to get is from the anime, and this is a pre-time skip wave. So we're gonna be getting Chopper with a chase, which I believe Chopper has the mushroom and he's beaten up in this image here. That should be the chase. Then we also have Nico Robin. I'm so excited to see what they do here, and I really hope they don't disappoint because there's an opportunity for Enies Lobby or Miss All Sunday. I mean, there's other things they could do in between, like other outfits, but like those are 2 of her most notable. So in my opinion, it's one or the other there. I think those are the best routes to go. Now, we also have Frankie there, which I think is going to be awesome. I don't know how many people don't really like Frankie's like time skip looks. Like, I'm fine with his normal time skip look, but then like when we branched off into like Wano, I wasn't a huge fan of. Egghead, I didn't really love either. His Elbath one, though, is actually looking pretty okay. But some of his other ones I was just not interested in. And I actually really like his pre-time skip look. And it's going to be a 4-inch pop, so it's not going to be scaled up or anything. It's going to be a normal size pop. So hopefully it turns out really good. And maybe it'll oppose him. Next up, we have a pre-time skip Brook, which a lot of people have been waiting for another normal Brook. So that should be a lot of fun. Then we have Doflamingo, which, I mean, I think that's long overdue for an updated Doflamingo. The only one we have is this one right here. And he's an awesome character. Like, he is truly awesome. There's some cool things they could do with him. Maybe they'll include his devil fruit somehow, but yeah, I'm curious to see how much they change it from that pop. Now, finally, I thought this was the weirdest addition to this line, which was mystery minis from Fishman Island. I just don't get this. Like, what is there in Fishman Island that would be worth a mystery mini set versus other arcs, you know? This doesn't feel like the strongest mystery mini set. This one feels like a miss, but maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe the minis will turn out good. Now, the last One Piece pops we're expected to get, other than possible exclusives, includes Bonnie and Jenny here. So Jenny, after finding out who this character was, this doesn't really feel like a pop we need at all. Like, I don't know if anybody agrees. Like, I like her character, don't get me wrong, but as a Funko Pop or like merch of it, like, it just doesn't, like, Bonnie makes sense, but Jenny doesn't really make sense to me, you know? But Bonnie is actually supposed to be a different version of this pop. I just don't want to put any spoilers in this video for anybody who's not completely caught up. However, I recommend you catch up because if you're in the Funko realm here, Funko is going to announce it in like 3-4 weeks. So you're going to see it regardless. So catch up. But yeah, guys, as you can see, they're doing a pretty strong start to the year just with One Piece. And we're expecting to get more. There's exclusives coming. So it's going to be crazy. We're going to get a lot of new characters in January for One Piece. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very overwhelming though. And I just hope the molds turn out good because there's some characters in here like Jenny, for example, I said, that I just don't feel we need, and it just feels like they're just making characters to make characters to fill the line. But I hope all the molds turn out good, truly. Okay, moving on from One Piece, we have Naruto here. This is OG Naruto. So we're actually getting another full set with new characters here. Well, I guess younger versions of characters we have, but technically new. We have the third Hokage, which was a little unexpected. I believe that one's also expected to have a chase as well. I think that could be cool. I still, to this day, I've mentioned this multiple times in previous videos, having him with the Reaper Death Seal, like as like a deluxe or something, or a pop premium or whatever, that would be really cool. That could be a really cool moment too, like they did the Susanos. Anyways though, we're also expected to get a younger Rock Lee. Man, him holding the weights when he fought Gaara would be really cool. Genuine. That would be really cool, actually. We're also expected to see Gaara there, Tamari, Kankuro, which a lot of people are actually excited about this character. I wonder if they'll have his puppets or something. I'm curious to see how the face marks turn out too. And then finally, a pop ride of Orochimaru and Manda there. So that's actually pretty fun. We obviously have the Jiraiya and Toad there. I don't think I don't think that's the exact Toad he used in the, when they had the standoff with all of their summons. But either way, you could kind of recreate it with that, and then obviously we still need Tsunade with her slug. Overall though, this is a pretty strong looking Naruto wave, and there's a lot of younger version characters that a lot of people have been waiting for, so let me know if you're excited about this wave and which ones you plan to get. Next up for Kaiju number 8 fans, we're expected to get at least 2 pops, and this includes a Kaiju number 9 pop, as well as Kafka with the jumpsuit there. So I believe that's his cleaning suit, you know, when he's cleaning up the Kaijus and all that. So I don't think there's much else for Kaiju number 8 coming for a little bit. I think this is about it, so stay tuned for more info. Now, the last new pop that we're expected to get is a brand new line we don't have yet, which is Afro Samurai here, and this is going to be 1 single pop. So I saw this anime a long time ago, like I want to say like 8 years ago, maybe. Like, it's been a long time since I've seen this, so I don't really remember too much about it. I remember it being very funny. Like, very, very funny. But other than that, I'd have to rewatch it to see if I even want to pick up this pop. But a lot of people seem really excited about this one. And it's definitely a pretty unique choice, I will say. And I think it'll turn out really good. Well, guys, that wraps up our anime Funko Pop news for 2026 January. Like I said, it's going to be a crazy start to the year. And your wallets will be wide open. Wide open. We also have Toy Fair from London that month too, and they'll probably show some first looks at other stuff, like other anime lines and exclusives and all that. So it's going to be a big month next month. Expect a lot of news videos and other kinds of videos. So I really encourage you guys to try to recoup as much as you can, especially after the holidays. I did feel like they were dropping a lot right after the holidays. I felt like that was a very crazy time to do it. But there's plenty of sites like Entertainment Earth, Amazon, and all of them who don't even charge until it ships. So you have options. Anyways, though, that's everything from me today, guys. Make sure to let me know in the comments below what you're most excited about out of everything we just talked about. And like I said, make sure to give me a follow here to stay up to date. I will do my best to give you guys all the latest updates on all of these lines. That does bring the video to a close, though. I do want to go ahead and say a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at Skittlerampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.